Hello, hello. Welcome to another very special edition of How to Do X and Y. Today we are going to try to continue building out this hiking trails app. Right now we're able to log in. It's able to read our token that we passed in our as a JSON web token, authenticate the user, and able to see these protected routes like so. And we're able to see all the trails and get a little picture going and see reviews that are connected to each trail. So each user and trail are on the opposite ends of a table, and the join relationship is the reviews. And we're able to, last time we posted a review and give it a rating like 1, 2, 3, or 4. Uh, Great fun hike would maybe be a 5, and we're able to post this like so, and it connects it to the trail and posts it to our PostgreSQL database right here. And today we're going to try to make a little like button where we can delete a review and then see how much time we have. We'll start with deleting first, and then maybe add the ability to edit a review as well. So let's get started. This is back in our app here, our app.js. We're fetching to our Django backend. We have our users, trails, and reviews state. We have a use effect that fetches the models every time that we log in with this function and pass back the token. And then our leave review function was right here, what we made last time, and we'll sandwich in between here. We'll make a delete review function, which will take in a review and a user. And we'll open this thing up and filter through our all review state. And if this review that the user clicks on does not equal the review set as a parameter, then then set the new state as filtering out this review. And this will set the state using set all reviews as a constant. We could put this like all in here, but it all into these parentheses like so, but it gets a little long. So I think it's better to create it so that it's a constant, and we'll call it new reviews equals, and set this state. So we're going through all the reviews, we're filtering out whatever the user clicks on if it does not equal the all review original state. And then this will filter out this review here, and set our state as the new review. Well, maybe, I guess we can add, it won't hurt to add in this here now. We want to fetch from still the reviews URL, but this is a delete method. And we also don't want to fetch to just this endpoint. We want to fetch to this endpoint right here, but it might work better since otherwise we'll get a double slash back if we reference it as a variable. So we'll do all reviews like so, and then slash, and we do need to interpolate, but we need to do review.id. And so we need the backticks like here, and this will pick up this review. So our reviews, this has an endpoint and a field ID or a unique ID, and it will delete it from that endpoint rather than just the reviews endpoint itself. And if we were to use it as a variable there, it would probably do a double backslash and not go to the right place. And that looks okay there, but now we need to close this off like that. And that should be, for now, all that we need to use. Eventually, I want to build in some logic where we do it. I guess we can do that now, where we build in some logic where if review.user.id does not equal the user.id, this user right here, then fetch that back point and delete it. But if not, or if it doesn't match, so this will be the opposite of our ternary, but if it doesn't match, then create a little alert that we'll be able to see saying not your review to delete, and that will just pop up in the UI. And so if the user like tries to delete, if this review wasn't left by me, we don't want them deleting and removing other people's posts. So match up whatever user ID is in the system, is in the cache or the local storage. If it does not equal that, then create this little alert. If it does, if it matches up, go ahead and delete and fetch to the back end of a delete method. So now we created our functionality and it looks okay. So we need to start passing it down as a prop to the rest of our routes. And this will be passed all the way down to the trail card. Pass it down first to the private route. We can probably copy this in here. And we destructured everything over here. So we'll have delete review up here and pass it down the same way that we're doing all the other ones. And that got into our home page. Again, we destructured, so we'll do delete review like so and pass it down to our container. Again, we want to pass it down as a prop. So we have it in there. We can add it in like so. And now we're all the way down at our trail card. And here's our trail card. Here's our component where we can leave a review. And within our trail card, I think, so this was getting like already a little long here within our trail card. So I think it would make more sense to bring this out as a reviews, its own component. And that created it. We want it still being a component. But here, like this trail card is its whole component, and the ability to leave a review is another component. So we're just separating out, and this will be a component inside as a child of the trail card, like so. And I thought I copied over on the trail card, maybe, yeah, if we want to just bring all of this out here, like so, and then reference the reviews component that we just made, and we'll close it off. And we have at least delete review that we remember. We'll want to pass down some other stuff to it. And we also, of course, always need to, that came above the leave review, so we'll want to import delete review from delete review, like so. I guess it was just reviews from reviews. That should pick that up there. Looks okay. And down here, we did not bring in delete reviews as a prop there. And that is important, that delete review. Probably want to check from our app, it's just delete review to our private route to make sure we delete review. Our homepage, delete review. Our cards container, delete review. Down to our trail card is delete review, singular, and delete review down into our reviews. And then we also will want to pass in mostly probably everything that we pass into the trail card. Trail equals trail. The user is the user. Reviews are the reviews, which will come into play later. We haven't, I guess we can leave this one out for now. Eventually we'll have to map through the reviews and pass them down from our cards container. But for now, we'll pass down what we have available to us to this point. And the user is the user, or we have our delete review right there. And we also need to fetch the models like so. Pass that down like that. I think that should be okay for now. And our reviews component now, we'll have to, as always, import React. And we're also using hooks here and keeping it functional, so we'll want to bring in use state. Whoops. Like so, and that's coming from React, not the router. And should be okay for now, just what we need there. We'll indent this over and export as the reviews component. And here we brought in as a prop trail user, the delete review, and fetch models for now. And we want to open that up like so. Close that off like so. And we always need a return here like so. And we, it's the linter's picking up that it isn't too friendly with us due to it not being wrapped in a div or a fragment. So we'll have to wrap this like so in a, we can just do a div for now, but some people do just these as shorthand. I guess, yeah, but we'll just do a div for now, and everything should be okay, I believe, with just moving that out as a component. Yeah, it looks like our app is still functioning and all that good stuff. And now we'll kind of create just a little bit of logic to be able to be able to delete the review. So we'll still leave in our trail description here, I believe. And I guess we moved one too many components. This should really be back at the trail card. Trail name and right underneath the description. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I made it too big. Yeah, I guess right above the reviews would be a better spot. for it. Like so. Yeah, it's still in our, didn't save our reviews tab component. So yeah, it's probably, we'll fix up some of this a little bit. The breaks, I don't know why it's showing a break every time. That. I don't, we'll come back to that maybe. I don't know why it's showing all that weird text there on some of these. I don't think that that's really in the, but we'll keep working out the reviews right here. We want to make a button that allows the user to be able to delete the review. So still have no reviews given, but if there is a review, we'll kind of write this all out for, and this will be a P, a paragraph, instead of an H3. H3 is just a little bit too big. So we'll start this paragraph here, and we'll tag it as review text, and still have it be that if it's greater than 0, map through it and return this review section. So, and bring this down here. And since we are going to be doing a little bit more logic, we can open this up like this with our return statement and close it off right here. And this will be our review section, and we'll move this span and new line here, and say in quotes review.review, which gives it its text, and add a space here with some HTML logic of SP, and then need the semicolon. So we're still in HTML, and add a little hyphen with the username, with review.user.username that we have access to due to having the serializers that we made in our Django backend, and break the line here. And then this will be our button that we'll make, and have it be remove review, and a class name of UI tiny negative button. And we want an onClick to be an anonymous function that will open up here, and we want it to delete the review, which took in a review and user, and fetch the models again so that we can update our state. Not the best way to do it, but since it's making a network request, however, it is the quickest and best way other than making objects that I was able to think of, and it still should work. And we're closing that off, and the button will just say delete the review. And I think that we can, for now, get rid of that in its entirety, but we still will need to wrap it in a div. Like so. And this will be our entire review section. And move this button tag to like that. That should be pretty fine. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, we got great hike. So much fun. And all of that. So let's maybe try to do, this has no reviews. We can say, and give it a post review like that. Let's see if we can delete it. Yep, so that worked. Looks like that we can almost delete all of these. I don't know if, I doubt that anyone, yeah, so we'll leave it on the first one. It's just a testing for like the alert and give it a 2, and then go to our ability to log out. We haven't made a log out function yet or anything like that. This review here was left by the admin. So I'll try to log in as a different user. And so now we have a different token in there. I'll try to delete this, and it says not your review to delete. So that was basically what we were trying to get to. And it looks like it's communicating back and forth with delete and then a post, and it kind of shuts it off based on that ternary statement that we had right here, that it's giving that little alert saying not your review to delete. So we can probably add in a little bit more, make it a little prettier to be able to, I think we had remove review as a tag and give it a little margin. So and we had the entire review section. So we want a border around it with 1 pixel black. It would be solid. And then I Googled a little box shadow thing that I thought looked nice. We can add here. Just Google box shadow and play around a little bit and find something that looks good. And text align center and add a little margin here of 1 rem, and also some padding, a little space of 1 rem. And then I also did review. We had a tag of review text, and I thought it looked good of making a little bit bigger of 15, and should be okay for now. So there's no review. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit better, I think. Eventually we'll have an edit review button here that will make it spread out just a bit more and play around a bit more. So it says no reviews to be given, and be nice to have it a little bit more space. So Yeah, I guess we can kind of keep playing all around with it a little bit more. Maybe for the next, while we keep going, we can add an edit review function. So we have our delete review. We'll have a keep going of just edit review. This one's a little bit more challenging, but we'll just work through it where it takes in a review similar to posting review. It's going to take in our review, a user, a rating, and a comment. So it was difficult since we need to fetch still from this same endpoint here, this reviews.review.id, and our text field is named rating and comment. We could change it from the back end, but instead I'll just rename the variable, which probably isn't the best way. It's probably better to change the field name in our back end to comment, but for now we'll just keep going. And this is gonna essentially set the state almost identically to how we did it with our delete reviews, where we can find this specific review and filter it out and change it to this new review of whatever the user edits. And still we want almost the exact same thing, where if it's not the review, put in a little alert that says not your review to edit, like so, rather than delete, but same functionality. But if the username matches the user ID, then do almost the exact same thing that we did with our delete function. So we can just recycle that. And instead we want this to be a patch where we just change the comment of whatever the new comment that they write in. Same to the review.id. And then we want to stringify the response with set the rating equal to the rating that they give, and then the review in our backend, the review field, to be this comment variable, like so. So they're just changing the comment to whatever they type in there, and then we need to close this fetch off, like so. And all of this probably looks better moved over, and then we can tab that in and close it off like this. And that should be pretty good of what we need to write in here. We're filtering down, and if they click on their review that they want to edit, then set the new review of whatever their new comment is by fetching to that backend with a patch request and on that specific review, and do set the comment to whatever the review field is, like so. And same thing, we need to pass everything down as edit review equals edit review. And after editing, we want to pass it down to the private route of the structure, edit review. Oops, thought I copied it over. Review equals review. Save that. And now down into our home page, bring it out as a prop here. Review. Review. And this goes into our card container. Okay, I had to take a short little break, but back now, and we were passing down, I believe, our edit review functionality to all of our different components. Pass down it right here. And down into our reviews, I want the ability to edit the review. And we're going to make a little, I guess I booted off the front end, but this is where we were going to make, or why we needed use state functionality there, is to the ability to edit the review. We want to have like still a button right here, but we want it to change the state like a little toggler that will be able to, that if it clicks, then it goes into the form where you can edit the review. And then if it is unclicked, if it's like in a resting state, then it just will show this review. So to build that, we need to have some state in our reviews. Tab like is toggled, like so. And we'll want set is toggled like this. And that equals, if it's, we'll have it be a Boolean. And if it's not clicked, have it be false. So have it be false when you first see the page, but then if you click it, you can change it to true and have an event on the toggler that will be so, and that equals, takes in an event with the ability to set the state and flip it to whatever the state is. So the opposite of state whenever you click it. And this will be a button right here. And we'll tag it as edit profile button, like so. And the class name, similar to, we'll have a UI tiny green button. Will be fine. And then on click, we wanted to handle this toggle function like so. And then we'll call it, we'll bring this down here, edit review, like so. And then outside of our original return, we'll have a, I guess we can get rid of this here. And this, we'll have to have this be its entire function, const regular review. So this is like untoggled when you first see it. Will be an anonymous function, and we'll open this up like so. And our true return statement, our main return statement, will be is toggled. So evaluate this as a Boolean statement. If it is toggled, then we'll map through all the reviews, trail.reviews.map, and go through this singular review and pass it down to an edit review component that we'll make, like so. And then we'll pass down some props there. And if it is not toggled, if this evaluates the false, so initially, whenever we first click into the app or not click the button, then we just want to return this regular review function, like so. And we need to import edit review from edit review. We'll create a edit review component here. And on our reviews, we'll want to pass down, I think it needs a key. We'll call that review.id. And then we want to pass down our review as the review right here. The user have access to the user information as the user. The edit review function that we made in our app as edit review. And again, fetch the models so that we can update them quickly, like so. And we want them to be able to toggle off it. So we also need to pass off this handle toggle function that we did there, like so. And that should be pretty good for what we have here. I think I did call this the review parent. So, and we can bring all this over here. And in our CSS file, give it a little bit of flex so that it's more centered. Center it like so. And our edit review function is, your component is blank right now. So we'll get going on that one here. And we want to import React from React, and we'll need some state in this as well. Use state, and we can export default the edit review function. And for now, I'll just have props being brought in like so. And to return, wrap everything in a div. And we want a column. And this will we'll start building out like a little form similar to what we did when they submit a review. And yeah, I guess well, when they left a review, yeah, we'll just keep typing it out here. Another div like so with a UI2 column centered. And that's some semantic UI. And we'll tag this with the ability to edit review and a class name of a card like so. And within this div, we have some content. And then finally get to our form for the ability for the user to type in a form. And we'll pick up some semantic UI like here, UI form, and we'll have eventually an on submit equals handle submit. Right here. And we can end that. And here we'll just pick up handle submit, takes an event. We'll want to open it up. So, and we'll come back to that, what we actually wanted to do. But here we'll have two fields. This will be our first field. Well, the label of it will be review. We want to know, let them know what they're reviewing. So we'll do props.review.review, which will give them kind of the comment or text that we had. And the input will be a text. The name is the review. The value is their comment state, like so. And we'll have an on change to take an event. Set review to whatever the target value is. So, end that one off. And we will add our state for the comment. So, and when they don't have anything in there for now, it will be use state as a blank text, like so. And we can copy all of this down again and have this be the rating. And then change that. This will be rating, but the props.review.rating. And instead, we'll just for now, rather than having input of the select option, just do a text field to what they want to change it to, and the value being the rating state right here that we need to do, like so. I want to set the rating to blank text field, and this is going to be our set rating. So, and then still within the form, we want a submit button. Of a black button, and the type is submit. We'll tag it with a submit, and value will be submit. So, and that ends the input, but I think you just do it like this instead. Similar to what we had up there. And then this button here. So that submit button is still in the input as the form, but then we have another button, which will be a green button, which on click will allow the user bring in the props.handle toggle. So we brought down from reviews this handle toggle feature that will be able to allow the user to change it back to be able to edit the review if they made a mistake and didn't want to, or just be able to go back to change that back to false. So every time they click this, that will change the state of that, this state right here of the toggler to false. and bring it back to this ternary statement to evaluate as false, so that they just see the review like so. And we'll just say go back. They no longer want to edit. So, and that should mostly wrap up that form there. Let's see if we have, nothing was returned. I was getting that error that was saying that I was missing a return statement, and I guess when creating a constant variable like this as a function, you need to open it up as parentheses rather than brackets, like so. And now starting to get a little bit, I wanted to add a little bit more space on the reviews or the card itself at another breakpoint here, so that we get a little bit more space. I guess we could add padding, but for here, it's starting to look a little bit like we wanted. We're able to, yeah, there we go. The toggler is working, where if you click it, changes the state, and you get to see what the review is and the rating, like so. And that was our rating. I guess, oh yeah, well, I mean, so yeah, you can like click edit, but you wouldn't, our ternary statement wouldn't hit until you click submit on here, right there, the submit button. So on our edit review, we want to not refresh the page and pass down our props, our edit review function that we made in our app, like so. And that brought in the review, the trail, the user, and this rating state right there, and the comment. And then we want to fetch the models again. We click submit, and let's maybe try no reviews have been submitted. Do such a fun hike. Give it a 2. Try to edit it. And that was one that we made. We want to say instead great hike and give it a 3 and click submit. And cannot read user undefined. So in our reviews, let's go back to the container. I think I did add the reviews here is trail.reviews. Our user is the user. So passing down the user from trail card to our user was brought in there, and our reviews are user.user. And in the reviews, we have our user and the ability to pass it down to the edit review. And in our function, just did a ton of debugging and finally got to the issue of why I was spelling this really needs spell check or probably better. I think I spelled it like review or something like that. It couldn't pick it up. It didn't know what a review, the prop was, a review. So now we have a props.review that we pass down from the edit. When we map through them, the trail.reviews, we're just passing review as review. Now we have that, and then we are able to go back and submit a review like this and post it like so. And then we could delete it, and we'll do it once more where we can post it. Now we want to edit and say really fun instead and give it a 5 instead. And now we can post that, and it changed it, and now it says change our review. So thanks again for joining me. That's pretty much a full CRUD app. We have all of our hikes like so, and I'll upload this repo and put it in the YouTube description. You can edit everything, delete, post, and view. So thanks again.